Properly addressing negative comments. We've all heard the phrase, if you have a good experience, you'll tell 3 friends. If you have a bad experience, you'll tell 10. This has been true for many years until we were able to communicate with so many digital friends so quickly. And now the saying goes, a satisfied customer tells 3 friends and an angry customer tells 1,000. In the past, while your customer is telling their 10 friends what a terrible company you operate and how awful you've treated them, you've had no idea that the conversation was even going on and obviously had no ability to defend yourself or even attempt to make it right to your customer. Today in the social networks, you have a huge advantage. While your customer tells their 1,000+ friends about your terrible experience at your company, you can get involved in the conversation. This requires that you pay attention, monitor what's being said online, and engage in those conversations. But the question is often asked of us, what do I say in response? And I always reply with, what would you say if you heard that comment in real life? Politely address the customer. Ask them questions so that you're able to discover what went wrong. Identify the employees that were involved. Learn what the customer would consider a correct action. What does the customer want in order to make it right? Now that you have this information, you're able to very easily formulate a solution and publicly make an offer to your customer to resolve their issue. Going through this process provides you many benefits, and in the long run can easily turn what seems to be a negative comment into a very positive interaction for your business. We have a client who recently received a negative comment on their Facebook page. The customer outlined a visit to the restaurant that resulted in a less than satisfying result. We immediately replied to the customer on behalf of our client, stating that we were sorry and asking for them to detail the situation. Without consulting with anyone prior, the owner, who was reading his own business Facebook posts, was justifiably upset and posted a rather short comment that basically blamed the customer for not reporting the situation to the manager while they were in the restaurant. He also asked the customer to post their email address publicly so he could communicate with them via email. When we read this comment, we contacted the owner to collaborate on what should be said and who should be involved in the conversation. To our surprise, he asked that we delete the comment. We advised against that. Quickly explained the dynamic that you just learned in this lesson. However, he insisted the post be removed, and he deleted it himself. Shortly after, the customer replied to the owner via Facebook message with their email address, and then included a comment stating that she really enjoyed the restaurant and that they'd been a loyal customer for some time, and that this incident would not prevent her from returning to the restaurant. She detailed the situation and explained that she just wanted to be sure that the poor service she received didn't happen to anyone else. And then she closed her comment with, "Your place is one of the best in town, and we love it." We reviewed the entire situation with the owner, who now regrets that he removed the post. We recommended he offer to comp the dinner for the couple who had the bad experience and to allow them to invite another couple to join them on that evening. This is going overboard. However, consider the conversation at the table when things are done just right, and the manager or the owner asks the couple to post a follow-up review to this experience on Facebook. When you have the opportunity to wow a dissatisfied customer, take advantage. It's sad that we were not able to complete that conversation publicly and that it had to be completed through a Facebook message. But now you see how the initial negative comment was easily turned around into a very positive comment. And we're now awaiting that comp dinner and follow-up comment. Even though your first reaction is to be upset, relax. Do not overreact. In real life, you get negative comments, and in real life, you deal with them. In your digital community, you're going to get negative comments, and in your digital community, it's important that you deal with them. How? Number one, apologize. Ask questions. Offer a solution. And follow up with a wow.